if you find out that the truth that God is the Creator and Jesus is His Son, would you accept Him?
Yeah, we already said we would.
We said that earlier.
Wait a minute.
Given sufficient evidence.
I want a clarification of your question, though. You said, would we accept Him?
Yes.
And we jumped in and said, yes. Oh. What we thought you were going to ask was, would we accept that He existed? Because that's really a different question.
No.
The way that the Christian God is characterized within the claims of, like, the Bible and Christians and stuff, strikes many of us atheists as a thing not worth worshiping, even if it did exist.
Okay.
So that's really a separate question. You know, A, would we be willing to agree that such a thing existed if we got the evidence? Sure. But B, would we then line up and worship Him? Not necessarily.
Okay. Yeah, there's many things that I've read that it does get to that point. It gets to that point where, you know, we are ultimately in a, you know, and it's the only evidence that's going to be clear is when we get to that next life. We die and we
which is awfully convenient for the people making the claim now.
Well,
because right now you're, you know, I'm willing to assume that you believe in this hell that we could go to.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's
so. But you also said there's no evidence, and you won't know till later. So you know you can't exactly sit there and say that we're going to wind up there, since you don't know any better than we do.
No, but it's going to be your choice. I believe that it's going to be your choice to say yes. I do believe in Jesus. I see that I am wrong. I see that you've created.
Oh, you think we're going to have another chance after we're dead?
Pardon me?
You think we're going to have another chance after we're dead?
Pardon me?
You think we're going to have another chance after we're dead?
Yeah, I believe
and be presented with the evidence right there and make the decision right there?
Yeah, I believe that we're in a perpetual state of perfection, and this is a, you know, for whatever reason, the master plan. We are going to die. We are going to.
Well, that's not a Christian. That's not a view that a lot of Christians hold. Actually,
I'm an Orthodox Christian for sure.
Okay. Well, you know, there are as many versions of Christianity as there are adherents, I'm convinced.
But from what I understand is like from what I've read is when people get to the next state as a spiritual state, that they cannot stand. Either they accept the truth or they are repulsed by it, and it appears as though they're cast into hell, but they actually cast themselves.
Excuse me, caller. You say from what you've read.
Yes.
But a minute ago you were telling us we wouldn't know until after we're dead.
Exactly.
So
well, you're not going to know the truth.
What is this stuff that you've read, and why do you pay any attention to it at all, since it's all written by people who aren't dead yet?
Well, there is a person that's dead yet. His name is, and I talked to you before, this is Emanuel Swedenborg. And Emanuel Swedenborg died in like 1745, and he claims, and he's got hundreds of books out, that he was privy to go to heaven and also hell.
There's like undeniable evidence this guy died and came back to life.
Swedenborg?
Yeah.
No, he didn't die. He was privy to, he was taken. He was taken in our realm now. He was taken to the heavenly.
Okay,
and
dude. Sure. Wait, and there's a magical land called Narnia inside the wardrobe.
I don't know about Narnia.
Sorry, dude.
Well,
you're going to have to do. You need to do better than. Well, he claims he was taken. So what?
Well, he's got books out.
Actually, you know what? I've also recently been privy to the secrets of the universe, and I just found out there is no heaven.
Well, I don't believe that. And from
why would you believe this?
Ultimate discernment,
Why would you believe the Swedenborg guy? Why?
Because of his writings were very, very. Nobody would have that perspective that he would have unless he had gone there. And he talks about, and he was a scientist, by the way. He was a famous science guy, and he's had a lot of credible things to his
except for the part about dying. Except for the part about seeing the afterlife.
Okay, dude. I mean, this gets back to what I was saying about about the Narnia movie earlier. It does. I mean, there are. there are good ways, sensible ways to decide what to believe, and then there are not so sensible ways to decide what to believe. And it doesn't sound like you're using sensible standards for deciding what's worth belief.
He's very sensible. In fact,
it's okay, dude.
I'm going to have to cut you off to the next.
We're going to cut you off, sir. Right? Goodbye. It is our show, after all. I mean,
you can't fire me. I quit.
On no level is, he. How on earth do you get from he said so to it's true? I mean, okay, so you liked the stuff he wrote. Big freaking deal. I like Lord of the Rings, but I don't think there's orcs. It's just, that's nonsensical. The reason to believe a thing is because there is actual evidence that the thing is true, not just because you really like the way it sounds. It's freaking ridiculous.